Are the rumors about Steve Harvey's wife Marjorie cheating on him true? In recent days, the media has been buzzing with several reactions and news to celebrity gossip and allegations, especially Steve and Marjorie's marriage scandal. Yeah, that's right. It is all about Marjorie Harvey, the maven of style and elegance, and her alleged whirlwind with none other than her trusty bodyguard. And worse, it has been said that she is also filing for a divorce with a demand for £200,000. One would think it was Steve who was caught cheating with the guard. Now, before we get too carried away, let's remember that the gossip grapevine can sometimes weave quite the tale, leaving us with a mix of truth, fantasy, and the occasional head-spinning curveball. But hey, who can resist a dash of Hollywood drama, especially when it has to do with the relationship value expert, Steve Harvey? Of course, fans aren't having this mockery of their favorite guy right now, but in every celebrity's world, there are fans and there are also mockers waiting for your downfall. Which makes it quite interesting because what else can be more painful than a relationship coach being cheated on by his own trophy wife, with their bodyguard? However, could this allegation be true? While many are already writing a book of romance on Marjorie Harvey's love life, know that this isn't just a tale of supposed romance. It's a saga that's got us all at the edge of our seats, wondering how this intricate whole situation would turn out for the couple. From Marjorie's intriguing relationship history to Steve's potential denial of the whole rumor, I have got the lowdown on what's been swirling around the rumor mill. But before delving into the whole story, I think it is intricate to know who Marjorie Harvey is, her love history, and her journey with Steve Harvey. Marjorie Elaine Harvey, born on October 10, 1964, is a bona fide globe-trotting fashion maven and a virtual trailblazer in the business realm. This style virtuoso takes the reins of not just one, but two virtual retail, as I call it, havens. The famed MH handbags and MH closets, where fashionistas flock for the trendiest arm candy in town. She is also known for her digital diary, The Lady Loves Couture, where she dishes out style secrets like a seasoned pro. Marjorie's not just about looking good, she's all about doing good too. Ever heard of the Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation? Yep, you guessed it right. She's the brain behind it, working her magic to mold the next generation of leaders. And this is one of the reasons she is well respected in the industry. However, while Marjorie might be a business guru, especially in the fashion world, she seemed to be the exact opposite in marital choices. Don't get this wrong, Steve seems to be a wonderful person and husband. However, we cannot say the same about her two ex-husbands. Yeah, you heard that right. Before Steve, there have been other men in Marjorie's life. However, this is no problem for the TV presenter and actor because he also has a line of marriages and divorces. But unlike Steve's ex-marriages, Marjorie's ex-husbands had quite a lot of baggage in their closets, and maybe she did too. Marjorie married her first husband, Jim Townsend, in the late 90s, but divorced him after he was sentenced to jail for attempting to purchase 40 kilos of cocaine. In fact, Marjorie almost went to jail during this period according to her ex-husband. Townsend said that the FBI had proof that his brother and Marjorie were both involved in his illicit organization, but he told Radar in an interview, "We cut a deal that they wouldn't indict them." Marjorie had her own pub at the time, according to him, but federal agents shut it down because they feared it had been purchased with his ill-gotten cash. He was sentenced to life in prison, but was pardoned by Barack Obama in 2017. While he and Marjorie had parted while he was in prison, Townsend said that they remained in contact until she began seeing Steve Harvey. Jim Townsend and Marjorie Harvey had 2 children together, a daughter named Morgan Hawthorne and a son named Jason Harvey. After the whole drama with Townsend, Marjorie moved on and fell in love again, and this time with one of the infamous Woods brothers, Darnell Woods. Now, Darnell wasn't just your average Joe. He had a knack for navigating the shadier sides of life. Rumor has it that he had a history linked to, well, not so legal enterprises. Anyway, their love journey took them down the aisle in the early 2000s, marking the beginning of a chapter for Marjorie. But sometimes life isn't quite the fairy tale we hope for. Darnell's involvement in questionable activities cast a shadow over their union, and eventually, the cracks couldn't be ignored. The relationship reached its tipping point, leading to them parting ways. They both have a daughter together, Lori Harvey, who has also been adopted by Steve Harvey, whom she got married to after her divorce. Marjorie Harvey and Steve Harvey's love story is one for the records. They crossed paths in 1990 at a comedy club, while Steve was in the spotlight. In his jovial and comedic style, he made a joke looking down at her. "I don't know you, but I am going to marry you." Marjorie was, however, unaware that the message was intended for her at that time. But when they started dating, she understood the announcement was for her. but life had other plans. Steve was in a bit of a jam back then, and their romance hit a roadblock. Recalling the moment, in 2014, she revealed, "I knew he was the only one shortly after I started dating him, but then he just left, disappeared." Fast forward to 2005, Destiny decided to play matchmaker once again. They reconnected through friends, dated for a year, and lo and behold, while on vacation in Cabo, Mexico, Steve got down on one knee and asked Marjorie to marry him. Unsurprisingly, she said yes. Friendship is at the core of their bond. They're not just partners, they're best buddies. In an interview with Essence, Marjorie said, "We were friends. We dated years ago, and I think it was the long distance more than anything with Steve and I that made us go our separate ways. Nothing happened. He didn't break my heart. I didn't break his heart. It was just a long-distance relationship, and someone would have had to make a decision back then. No one made a move, but it didn't mean we didn't care. It's just sometimes life gets in the way." Obviously, it wasn't the perfect timing or it would have happened. In no time, Steve accepted her kids as his, and they had their own beautiful children. Their union was like a family fusion, blending their collective brood of 7 children into one big happy clan. Steve Harvey gives credit where it's due. He admits Marjorie turned his world around, showing him the ropes of a healthy grown-up romance. Though they initially went their separate ways after a brief dalliance, the universe had bigger plans. Steve, facing financial storms, decided to take a personal time out. But guess what? Fate reeled them back in, and since then, they've been the ultimate power couple, in sync and unstoppable. Steve revealed some of the secrets to the couple's successful marriage during an interview with Good Housekeeping. "I married a person who was already happy, and I'm innately happy. So we don't have to make each other happy. We can just complement each other's happiness. I don't bring up exes. I don't remember them or have any fond memories. I didn't know anything until my wife came along." He also had a lovely habit with her. "When Marjorie sees me doing something I don't enjoy, she'll kiss my big bald head and say, 'Hang in there. I'm happy for you. I'm always affected by it.'" These really are some relationship goals many are looking for, which is why we find it hard to believe Marjorie would cheat on her husband. So what about the allegations? I know this is what we've been waiting for, so let's get into it. On the evening of August 26, 2023, Steve Harvey was trending on X, formerly known as Twitter, for 2 particular reasons. One was due to a tweet asking fans to name a comedian who didn't make them laugh. A tweet he claimed was not posted by him, but by his social media manager, who he later sacked. However, this wasn't what most people were interested in. News had dropped that the great Steve Harvey had caught his wife doing the nitty-gritty with his bodyguard and personal chef. And this was not all. Rumor went further to state that she filed for a divorce with a demand for £200 million. Now, fans were not happy with this news. Many went as far as slamming her with allegations that she has been hinting at cheating on the poor husband for a long time now. A clip featuring the 58-year-old media figure on her husband Harvey's television show Family Feud has been uncovered by individuals. The video, posted by Daniel Marvin on X, formerly Twitter, shows Marjorie dressed in a red mini dress, playfully implying that she might be inclined to have an affair with a pool boy other than Uncle Steve. Comments under this post have been hilarious, and it really hasn't been good for the young-looking 59-year-old. Steve Harvey, the well-known media figure and actor, has addressed the rumors surrounding his marriage to Marjorie Bridges and put them to rest. Speaking at an InvestFest 2023 event in Atlanta, the 66-year-old actor emphasized that his wife did not engage in any infidelity with their bodyguard and private chef, as inaccurately stated in earlier reports. He said, "Before I get started, just let me say, I'm fine. Marjorie's fine. I don't know what y'all doing, but find something else to do, cause we fine. Lord have mercy. Man, I ain't got no time for rumors and gossip. God's been good to me. I'm still shining," he noted. However, fans aren't buying his response to the whole thing. Several comments and posts have been posted to this effect. Maybe he is lacking in the one department that the bodyguard is excellent in. Is he expected to admit it? His entire brand is based on his image as a family man. It's good for business for him to deny. It's cheap to keep her instead, and he knows this is going to bury his reputation, especially after banking off the BS he's preached. Remember that he's already failed in 2 marriages, which makes you think this won't be the same. He didn't deny anything. He probably just figured it's cheaper to keep her. Regardless, rumors are never far away from the truth. We shall revisit this. So far, Marjorie has not replied to any of these rumors, and if Steve says they are both fine, shouldn't we believe him? We should. Do you think he is hiding the truth just to protect the woman he loves? Or can you say we can trust Marjorie, especially with her marital journey with drug lords and crime scandal? Is there something shadier behind the elegance portrayed by this businesswoman? If this is a rumor, Do you think there is an iota of truth in it? What do you think? Drop your comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this page to get more videos on celebrity gists.